afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. In fact, I'm doing this live event now, 2 o'clock Mountain Time, because that's about 10 o'clock, depending on where you are in Europe and the UK, plus or minus an hour. And I'm letting people there at least be able to hear this message before they go to bed, because this is a quick announcement to just as a reminder that we are having our spring product launch sale where you can save 20% plus, more about that in a second, on our new Xero Shoes for the spring of 24. And you can find all the details, including how you can win a €100, $100, or £100 Xero Shoes gift certificate if you go to one of the websites that you should be able to see below, but I'll tell you what they are. It's xeroshoes.com slash, well, here, let me do it differently. xeroshoes.eu/spring24 sale if you're in the EU. If you're in the UK, xeroshoes.co.uk/spring24 sale. And if you're anywhere else, xeroshoes.com/spring24 sale. I'm Stephen Sashin, co-founder, co-CEO of Xero Shoes. And again, in this little live event, I'm going to show you what the new products are, let you know how you can get them at a significant discount, and also how you can win one of those gift certificates that I just mentioned. Now, this is a live event. That means two things. Thing one, if you are watching this live, you can throw in your questions and comments probably below wherever you're watching this. I will see them right there on my screen, and I will answer. And if you're not watching this live, that's okay. You can still put in your questions and comments, and somebody will get back to you as quickly as possible. So first things first, let me tell you about how to win one of those gift certificates. It's easy. Go to the sites that I just mentioned, xeroshoes.com, xeroshoes.eu, xeroshoes.co.uk/spring24 sale, and you will find our sweepstakes app on the right of the page or the bottom of the page, depending on the device you're using. And there are different actions you can take that give you a different number of entries. The more entries you get, the better your chances of winning. And there's some actions you can take every day. So come back often. And one of the biggest actions is spread the word. Now, don't wait to see if you won before you order one of these new products, because there's a high probability we are going to sell out of some colors, some sizes, probably even entire styles, because it seems to happen every time. And also, we don't announce the winners until after the sale ends. But that's okay. If you buy something and then you win, you can apply your winnings to that original order. Or of course, you can use your winnings to get something else for you, or for somebody you know and love, or for someone you would like to have know and love you, because you introduce them to the comfort, the benefits, and fun of natural movement in Xero Shoes. So also, when you go to those pages, you'll find more info about these products, links to exactly where the products can be found, and reviews of the products from the people who've been wearing these for the last couple of months, which I think you're really going to love. Also, all right, I'm going to jump in and talk about the products, but quick question from Jay Gonvaz. We actually, just to let you know, we used to do it that way, and it turned out to be a nightmare, because people actually, A, have a hard time measuring, and B, have different opinions about how much space they need between the shoe and the front of their toes. And so the way we're doing it now, by recommending, order your usual size, or go up, or, down a half, or whatever the recommendation is, that's actually, out of significant amount of testing, proven to be the best way of having most people get what they want. But most importantly, we do free domestic exchange, or free exchanges wherever you happen to be, EU, UK, and the US. So but based on our recommendations, it's not what you want, because sizing is predominantly personal preference. I could take three people with identical feet, put them in the same shoe. They'll have three opinions about how it fits. So again, if we get something wrong, we'll just help you out until we get it right. All right, let me show you the new shoes for spring of 24. And in the process, if you're new to Xero Shoes, I will let you know what makes us what makes people call what we're doing life-changing. Because what we're doing is helping you feel what you've been missing, and that is natural comfort, performance, and health. So I want to start with the casual thing. We have casual stuff and performance stuff. Casual things are over here on my desk. Performance things are over here. And I'm starting with the casual things because, frankly, those are the ones that are crushing it during the sale. So again, if you see something you like, go check it out as quickly as you can. I don't have all of the colors of everything with me, so you might find other colors when you go on the site. And wait, did I have something else in here? Oh, I left it. And on the EU site and the UK site, one or two of the products that I'm going to show you might not be there. Issues getting things in time, because I'm sure you've heard of shipping problems through the Red Sea, and et cetera, et cetera. All right, but let's jump in. Now, the first shoe I want to show you is actually inspired by another shoe, inspired by one of the bestsellers of 2023, and into 2024, and that is the Dylan. So the Dylan is a nice little casual shoe. People loved it, and what we did is we took the sole of the Dylan and we applied that to a slip-on, and now you can grab the Dylan slip-on canvas. So same sole as the Dylan, crazy, crazy flexible, really lightweight, has a nice soft feel. We use a slightly softer rubber, still gives you grip and traction, and backed by our 5,000 mile sole warranty. But we just made that casual look into an iconic looking slip-on. This is a cotton canvas. It'll stretch to fit your foot. This gore or elastic layer is designed to help you slide in. Nice padded heel area. Like all of our shoes, if you want a more barefoot feel, you take out the included 2 to 3 millimeter sock liner or insole. If you want a little more protection, just keep that in. Like all of our shoes, nice wide toe box so your toes can spread and relax and do what's natural. Low to the ground for balance and agility, like I showed you, crazy, crazy flexible, and so lightweight. We've literally had people say that they have forgotten to take their Xero shoes off when they went to bed because they forgot they had them on. So this is the Dylan Canvas slip-on for men and women. 100% vegan friendly, by the way, which in fact, I'm pretty sure every one of the shoes that I'm going to show you is just like that, for those of you who are concerned about vegan related things. Okay, next casual shoe. This is the second bestseller, which is impressive because it's really just an extension of something we already did. We brought out the men's version of this shoe last year, but we didn't get the women's version in time. Well, we have it now. Another slip-on with a very different feel. This is the Kona for women. So if you want something with a moccasin style and that aloha by the beach feeling, that's when you're going to love the Kona. So this elastic part to kind of to hold you in, a gusseted tongue to give it just a nice clean look. And again, everything else that you would know and love about a Xero shoe, just with this moccasin styling in the Kona for women. All right, on to now. I have one product that's kind of a crossover. In fact, I'll show that one now because it works as a trail product. It works as a running product. It works as a casual product. It works as a hang out by the beach product. And this one is very near and dear to my heart because I spent maybe 5 years trying to get this one right until just now. The hardware, the position of the hardware, the construction, this was a labor of love. Now, many of you, or I don't know how many, some of you may know that Lena, my wife, and I started Xero Shoes in part inspired by the Tarahumara Indians of Mexico, featured in the book Born to Run. We are very proud that the author of that book, Chris McDougall, and his running coach, Eric Orton, who also now authored Born to Run 2, the ultimate training guide. That whole book, which was an amazing, amazing, wonderful read, was a big wait, Roxy, I'm about to show you. That was a big inspiration for what we were doing. The Tarahumara wear sandals that are made out of scraps of rubber from tires that they wrap around their foot. And that was what inspired our Genesis sandal and our Cloud sandal. Well, then we moved into sport sandals. I don't know why I put air quotes. That's what they're called. Like our Z Trail and our Z Trek, where the webbing goes across your foot. Well, people have been asking for a Huarache style or a thong style trail sandal. And so we have the Z Trail, and now we have, for Huarache, Huarache, the H Trail. So the H Trail is our trail-friendly thong-style sandal. Now, if you say, hey, I don't like stuff between my toes, first of all, that's why we have the Z Trail. But secondly, you might want to still consider this because what holds this around on your foot is everything that goes around your ankle. We've basically gotten rid of the pressure points associated with thong sandals because A, this is a super flexible, super comfortable bit of webbing, and B, because this is what holds you on your foot, holds your foot on the sandal. You're not having to, shove your toes into there to keep that on your foot. So what made this difficult to do is, again, all the ways to adjust this sandal, because we saw the dozens of ways people like to adjust their other sandals, both the Genesis and even with our do-it-yourself kit. So some people like to have this toe strap go straight back from here to the outside ankle. Some people like to have it go a little more, let's see if I can do that, vertical. Wait, there's vertical. It's hard to show. Vertical. So it's kind of going right in between the bones in your first and second toe. And some people like to, have this part here where it starts connecting around your ankle, closer to your ankle. Some people like to have it further away. Well, you can adjust this by moving this up and down, fore and aft. Then to get the right angle and the right tension, which has to do with the geometry of your foot, there's 2 different ways you can adjust the tension, both here with this piece of hardware and then here with this hook and loop that is very, very durable. And the fourth way you can adjust it for the right fit is with the heel strap on the back. Now, FYI, if you're going to get this, what I tend to do, I just use this little hook and loop part at the top to loosen up just enough so I can slide my foot in and know that it's in the right position because I left the heel strap in place, and then I'm good to go. Nice trail-friendly sole that's going to give you grip and traction, and our bare foam layer on the top to give you that little comfortable ride and ease out the bumps. This is the H-Trail. And actually, I think that's like our fourth bestseller out of this, but I'm not sure. I haven't checked in a couple of days. Okay, we've got 3 more products, but before I show you those, just a reminder, if you're in the EU, go to xeroshoes.eu/spring24 sale. If you're in the UK, go to xeroshoes.co.uk/spring24 sale. If you're anywhere else, go to xeroshoes.com/spring24 sale, where you'll be able to save 20% plus. I may as well tell you about that now, on the new shoes that I'm showing you. And the plus is simply this. If you buy a single one of our new styles, you get 20% off. If you buy more than 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6, you'll get an extra 5% off that'll show up automatically in your shopping cart. So you can save up to 25% on the new shoes. You can also register on those websites to win one of our 10 $100, £100, or €100 gift certificates. And that's with our sweepstakes app. You'll find that on the page. It's on the right or the bottom of the page. Bunch of actions you can take to enter the sweepstakes. Those actions give you different numbers of entries. The more entries you get, the better your chances of winning. I said this before, don't wait until the end to see if you win, because we don't announce the winners until after the sale ends, and we are undeniably going to sell out of some sizes, some colors, and maybe even an entire style or two before the sale ends. So no need to worry if you actually buy something, then you win, then it's okay. You can apply your winnings to that original order. And if you and if you just win anyway, actually, wait, there we go. If you buy something and you win, we can apply, I can do this, it's a Sunday. We can apply your winnings to that original order, or you can use those winnings to get something else for you or someone you know and love, or someone you would like to have know or love you because you just gave them this amazing gift of natural movement. What else was I going to say? Oh, also, when you go to the site, you'll find a bunch of reviews, video reviews from all the people who have been wearing these shoes for a few months as part of our wear testing program. All right, quick couple of questions, and then I will jump in with the last 3 shoes. For the Denver leather, I can't see. Sivan Culmer asked, when will it be back in stock? I'm not sure because I can't keep that info in my brain. So reach out to our customer happiness team, just support@xeroshoes.com, and they'll know. They'll let you know. Secondly, Steve Rod, awesome. 8 pairs in a row. Thank you so much. Pleasure to hear that. Okay, let me show you these last 3 shoes. The first one is, how do I want to call it? It's the sibling of one of our best sellers from last year and still this year, and that is the Ridgeway, our super cool retro hiker that is fully waterproof. And people have said, that's great, but I want something lighter and a little more breathable for the summer. So we did it. So this is the Ridgeway Mesh Low. Mesh because it's a nice breathable mesh. Low because it's a low top versus the mid height. This is a really durable mesh with a really durable toe cap, welded components. This sole is a bit deceptive. It's got a great traction pattern on it. These have been reviewed with the Ridgeway. That's been reviewed a number of times, and if you check out those reviews, people say grippy, comfy. You can do almost anything in it. And this layer here is our trail foam to take out the bumps. We kind of wrap it around the shoe to give it a really cool look. It's not making the sole thicker. And of course, crazy flexible, like everything we already do. And people think of this as an approach shoe. So you're wearing it before you're going to a climb, for example. You got your climbing shoes with you, or a hiking shoe, or it's the shoe you wear all day, every day. So maybe you do a hike and then you keep this on for your evening because it looks that cool. The Ridgeway Mesh Low. All right, now the next one, a quick question. Hiking shoes for kids. We're working on that. That's from JKK. Do me a favor. Go to xeroshoes.com/feedback and let them know. We are working on expanding the kids line. We can't, unfortunately, because we don't have infinite amounts of dollars, do everything we want in the time that we want to do it. Things take time, annoyingly, and money, even more annoyingly. So, but the more we hear from you about, hey, here's what we're looking for, the more likely it is to happen, and hopefully the quicker as well. Okay, next, this is actually an upgrade to a bestseller from last year. So this is probably the lightest technical day hiking boot that you will ever get on your foot. So lightweight that a number of people reviewed this and called this one of the best trail running shoes they've ever worn. And that is the Scrambler Mid, now Scrambler Mid 2 because we've upgraded it. We listened to your feedback and we just made the whole thing more durable and more comfortable. Here's how. So more durable toe cap, see that, more durable mesh, more durable components to protect the webbing that you can use to adjust and get the right fit on your midfoot and your instep, more padding around the ankle for comfort, and a new super silky smooth lining as well. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a joint project we did with Michelin, the company that makes tires for your cars and your bikes and your motorcycles. So there's what they call their fiber light in the sole. So embedded in the rubber is a fiber layer that makes this really, really, really flexible, really, really, really strong, able to hold onto the tread that is inspired by their mountain bike tires. That's one of the things that makes this so light and so comfortable, how flexible it is and how just it gives you, with something super, super thin and lightweight. Also, what else can I say? Oh, that trail foam layer right above the black layer, that's, again, just to show it off. And that's the thing that gives you a little protection from the bumps and rocks. And it's got a gator hook right there. If you don't know, a gator is like it's like a tent that you kind of put over your calf or ankle, depending on which one you get, that then hooks onto here to help protect your shoe if the weather gets bad. Now, speaking of the weather getting bad, people have said, this is great, but what about if, it's wet out or I've got to traverse, some water or whatever. Okay, so this is the Scrambler Mid Mid 2 WP, the waterproof version of the Scrambler Mid 2. So same idea, really, really durable with welded components all around, really, really that same incredibly protective toe cap, and even more delightful mesh because since it's waterproof, there's a fully seam sealed liner in here made of a material called eVite. eVite is a new waterproof material that we're starting to use that I would argue is better than the ones that are familiar names that I'm not allowed to say, really breathable and all bio-based. Now, the way it works is the tongue is gusseted, which means the tongue is basically sewn to the upper. And that means the waterproofness stops where the gusseting ends. So basically to about that level. And I say this because we have had people step in a pond and then be confused about how the inside of their shoe got wet because they didn't understand, gravity. So, so this is the Scrambler Mid 2 Waterproof, or WP. It is going to be a little thicker and a little less tiny bit less flexible than the Scrambler Mid 2 because we have another layer, that waterproof membrane layer. But you're still going to find that compared to any other waterproof boot that you might try, lighter, more flexible, more comfortable. You might forget you even have it on at the end of the day. And of course, a gator hook on there as well. So Jay, I'm glad you've already sent the email to customer service. If you want to go to xeroshoes.com/feedback, that's just another way to get word to our product team. Jim says, best shoe for sedentary 6-year-old that's never tried your shoes for general everyday walking only. Anything, really. The Dylan is great. The Glen is great. The Nexus Knit is great. The Prio is great. Really, the construction of everything we do is very, very similar. Low to the ground for balance and agility, flexible, giving you enough ground feel with the sole so your brain knows what you're stepping on or stepping in, so it can help you move effectively, efficiently, and enjoyably. And I like how you make it sound like 60 years old. Dude, I'm going to be 62 in a little while, so cut that out. But I understand the sedentary part. So what else? Literally, you can't go wrong with anything we have. So I would say just go take a look, and for that sedentary 6-year-old, have them see what they think they like the look of best. And if you have any questions, reach out to our customer happiness team and they'll help you out. All right, I don't want to stick around too long. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday after we got 2 feet of snow on Thursday here in Colorado, and I want you to enjoy the rest of your day as well. I will be back at, I think, I'm trying to remember when. I'm looking right now. Today. At 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 Pacific, 8 Mountain, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, to just spread the word again. And you can come back and check that out. Jim, know that everything isn't the exact same sole, the exact same thickness. So for example, our trail shoes typically have a layer embedded of what we call trail foam. The Dylan has a different sole material than, say, the Prio, which will handle athletic things as well. Same thing, the Nexus Knit. You'll see the descriptions in there. And again, we have a little shoe finder quiz that could be helpful. Or you can always, the best thing is when you can talk to someone from our customer happiness team during weekday hours, because it's a little tricky to do this here. Okay, what was I going to say? All right, reminder again, last thing, and then we'll call it an afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. If you're in the EU, go to xeroshoes.com. Wait, let me try that again. If you're in the EU, go to xeroshoes.eu. xeroshoes.com/spring24 sale. If you're in the UK, go to xeroshoes.co.uk/spring24 sale. If you're in the US or anywhere else other than the EU and the UK, go to xeroshoes.com/spring24 sale. You'll find more information about all the products that I just showed you. You'll find how you can get them for at least 20% off. 20% if you buy one, 25% off if you buy two or three or four or five or six. I couldn't hold those all at the same time. You'll see where you can enter to win our sweepstakes, where we're giving away $10, $100, 10, €100, 10, £100 gift certificates, and you'll find reviews of all the shoes that I've just shown you. So most importantly, like I mentioned, the sale runs through the 27th of March, and we are undeniably going to sell out of some colors, some sizes, maybe even entire styles. So don't wait until the end like people love to do. Nothing's going to change. We don't have a bigger discount at the end, but we want to make sure you get what you want. If you're new to Xero Shoes, we just can't wait to hear what happens when you feel what you've been missing: natural comfort, performance, and health. And if you're new to Xero Shoes or you've been with us for a while, we can't wait to hear what happens when you get one of the new Spring 24 shoes, slip them onto your feet, head out and have fun and live life feet first. Okay, be well.